everybody, my name is Sirhc and welcome back to Crash Landing. Last episode, we set this up and I realized afterwards, while I was editing the video, I switched this around. That's supposed to be there and this is supposed to be there. Yeah, that's better. Because the point of this is that you can send the pulverized stuff into the induction smelter or into the furnace. Whereas before I had it, you could send it into the furnace or the furnace, and that didn't make any sense. But yeah, so this is working. I've been using it a bit to smelt up stuff. I haven't made any more hardened glass because I don't have obsidian, and I don't really have an automatic way to set up obsidian either. I'll have to adjust all those sides. I have been smelting up some glowstone in the magma crucible, and I filled up a reinforced portable tank. This holds 32 buckets, and this thing is filling up the fluid transposer, and we're gonna start making some impulse item ducts, because why not? Oh yeah, those are the fast babies. Have to use those in certain places where we want items to move a little bit quicker. And this episode we're going to be working in this room, the Tinker's Construct room. I have all the structures built. They're pretty simple, I think. This one, we built these two before. This is just a 3x3, and the center is hollow, but there's a full surface on the bottom, full surface on the top, and this is the max height that you can make it. It is 8 high. And there are 6 slots that you can smelt now because it's 8 high minus the top and the bottom, so you have 6 empty spaces in the middle. Over here we got the smeltery. I tried to do something fancy with the smeltery bricks, but I don't know if I really like it. It's a little too much, but I do actually plan on eventually switching to the brown seared bricks. The way you make those is it's kind of like a nether form of the Tinker's Construct stuff. To make this grout type stuff, the nether grout, you need soul sand, gravel, and nether wart. I think for the normal grout, it's usually clay, gravel, and sand. So this is stuff that you would find in the nether, and it works just the same. But right now I don't have a good way of getting soul sand very quickly. We will be setting up something for that sometime down the road. So I'm going to be switching that out anyways. So right now it's just going to stay the way that it is. And then over here we have the deep tank, and this is how you set it up. It can actually be pretty much any size. I don't know exactly what size limitations are. I'm not sure what the smallest. I don't think there's a biggest size. I think the only requirement is that it has to be odd numbered, I believe. And then the way you build it is the bottom is all glass, lined by scorched bricks. And then you have glass walls, and you can either use this clear glass, which is, you make this in the smeltery by either smelting down glass or sand in the smeltery, or you can use regular glass. I don't know if any of the other glasses will work. Or you can use the seared glass as well. And then the top is just the same as the bottom with glass and then surrounded by the scorched brick. Then I have the deep tank controller here and a bunch of drains because we're going to be draining a bunch of stuff out of this thing. The plan is to smelt all of our ores in this smeltery or in this high oven. This will give us triple the amount of ores. And then we're going to send the liquid over to the deep tank. And then I think I want to have a different... I think the best way to do it is to have a different one of these casting basins for each type of metal. And then have that metal whitelisted for that basin with a fluid duct. So that, each one of these drains will be handling a different type of metal. And then I can suck out the blocks of metals from underneath and put them into a bunch of barrels or eventually some sort of ME system if I decide to do that. But I got a line over here for lava. I got a fluid duct running from over here in this room. And I've already set this up. I have my water over here and my lava production going. I just have a normal, or I just have the, let's see, I know there's lava down here. Yeah, right there. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Well, I just broke that. Oh, dang it. Okay. And I can't fix that right now because I can't mine obsidian. Well, that sucks. But we actually might be able to mine obsidian by the end of this episode, hopefully. But anyways, I have the cobble generator using the transfer node where you have cobblestone, lava, and water. Transfer node grabs cobblestone, puts it in this barrel, and then I have the barrels going into these crucibles, making lava. And I'm going to have a big tank over here and over here using the open blocks tank. This is a multi-block structure. You just need obsidian and glass panes. And so I'm going to have a large tank over here and a large tank over there. And obviously I have my leaves coming from down there. I still have those crucibles sitting there, but the leaves are coming from the tree farm and going into here. They go into the barrel and then into the crucibles to be smelted into water. So that's how I'm getting my lava to power my smeltery. And then we need charcoal for the high oven, and so I'm inputting the charcoal in here. I got the fuel selected, and item duct is going up through here to our charcoal power room. And I think I'm going to set up another like 4 redstone furnaces over on this side and hook it up. But for now, what we're going to do is just bring this line all the way over. We'll just hook it up to here. So now that should be sending charcoal to our high oven. And you know, it's probably not the most efficient thing to do, but I think I'm just going to keep this thing on like all the time and just keep it, hopefully keep it fueled or filled with charcoal. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. I'm pretty backed up with the charcoal, like in the charcoal room. That thing is definitely not running very often. We're gonna need a lever there. This thing still hasn't sent any charcoal over here though. What's going on? I think it's just taking a while because these are all going now and there's barely any charcoal in here, which is why we want the impulse item ducts. I mean, once the charcoal starts getting over here, it's not going to be a problem, but impulse item ducts will be nice. Aha, yes, now we're getting charcoal built up in here, and let's just turn that on. Very good. Awesome. So, yeah, we have charcoal fueling or going in here. Over here is going to be our input for our smeltable items. I have a whole bunch of dust that we will go get pretty soon, or I'll go get on my own. I have a bunch of fluid ducts. And I'm not sure exactly how to use this deep tank. I think I might be able to just pull items out and I might be able to put them into here. I know, let's see, we can look at the book that we got here. Steelworking in U. On here it shows putting, let's see, putting drains on top. Like here it says, don't forget to add upward facing drains to pour liquids into. But this is without thermal expansion. And so without thermal expansion, the only way to pump items in there or to pour items in there is going to be with the drains, which it shows in the next picture right here. Like it shows basically having a high oven on top of it and then using a drain to pour it down into the drain on the deep tank. But since we have thermal expansion and we have pipes, we don't need to, you know, use gravity. We can pump it in. So I'm not sure if this is gonna work. We'll try this out. If this works, then I'll move this pipe, obviously, so that's out of the way. And then, yeah, I think that's about it. Let me go grab some items that we can stick in here, and we'll get this thing running. Yeah, over here by our tree farm, I've had this autonomous activator sifting dust, and this thing has been full for a while. So many things. This thing keeps shooting slag out at me. Oh, hey. That's not cool. Why are you doing that? Okay, well, let's break that. Stop sending them. What the heck? Is it gonna... I've never seen item ducks do this. That's really weird. Okay. Well, it looks like we're gonna need a chest, or I do have a barrel. Let's stick a barrel right here. And then we'll have to do... Is this gonna... Maybe... I wonder if it's because it's so far away that by the time it... Like... This thing fills up, but by the time this thing fills up, that thing keeps wanting to send them? I don't know. It's a good question. But let's maybe stick a servo on there. And then we can just pull items out of there. Stop. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that's the only thing wrong. The stupid slag stuff. I'll have to figure out how to clean that up too. I'm wondering if I put another one of these, the ducts, somewhere else, if those will start collecting the slag. Like if I put a duct up here, if that'll collect the slag, and then maybe I can pull it out and throw it away. Because it's not really useful for anything. But anyways, we got some liquids in here. Got some iron and copper and aluminum. Let's put the iron on the bottom because that's what I'm most interested right now. And let's see if this works. Whoops, that's not what I want. We want to, dang it. We want to open that up. Ignored. Aha, yes. That is filling up with iron. It's kind of slow, actually. There's all the iron, and now the aluminum is coming in. Very good. So this will work. Awesome. So now I can move this pipe somewhere else. I'll probably attach it. You know, I can probably do like an upside down one back there where I can't access like the sides of these because the wall's in the way. That looks really cool though, all those liquids. Oh, that's awesome. I like it. So yeah, so that's probably what I'll do, and then I'll still have all the space around the side here for outputs, like this one right here. We can start grabbing some iron, and I wonder maybe I should actually get this all set up too with the filters. All right, so if I'm going to set up filters, I think what I need to do is put a bucket in here and fill up the bucket like this, just sticking on a casting table. Oh, that takes a while to fill up, doesn't it? There we go. So now we have a... Wait, what? Oh, here it is. Oh, I just got an extra bucket? Wait a sec. That's weird. And then we can go in here and whitelist molten iron. There we go. And then this, trying to think if we can actually put it in anywhere. We might need to put it into a tank and pump it into one of these. But we can, you know, then we can filter, or then we can like choose copper here, put that on the bottom, fill up a bucket of copper, and then, you know, put copper next once this fills up. Yeah, that time it didn't give us an extra bucket. So if we open this up and then filter that, whitelist that, and then that's only going to pull out a copper. And then we can do like ignored, and that will start pulling out iron. This one, we don't have I don't know if I have any more casting basins. I think I need to actually make some more. Oh, I do have some more seared brick, so I could. But I don't think we're going to quite yet. I'll have to get this set up later. Or maybe I'll just get it set up now. I ran out of casting basins. Don't have enough seared brick. I'll have to make some more. But I do have iron, copper, lead, tin, gold, aluminum, and silver is set to this one. But like I said, don't have another casting basin. And sadly, they don't all pull out at the same time, which, I mean, I kind of, or I should have known at least that that's not the case. These are going to fill up because there's still some in the fluid duct. But if I break these again, it's not going to pull out enough to make another block, probably. Yeah. It only pulls out whatever's on the bottom here. So instead of making blocks of all the different metals at the same time, it's going to cycle through them. You still want to have, it's still nice to, if you're fully automating, it's still nice to have several different casting basins though. Because otherwise, like, if we're using casting basins because it's faster than the like tables and making ingots, and if we don't have a full 9 ingots to put into the casting basin, then you're just gonna have a pool of liquid like you have here, and that's gonna stop everything if you're only using, you know, one casting basin, or if you're using multiple casting basins without filters. So that's why we have this going on. And then I'll have to go through and put item ducts underneath and collect all the items. And I'll have to figure out something here too, because I don't want these fluid ducts to connect, but I don't want to use the glass here. I'll have to figure out what I want to actually use to separate those. Anyways, we have this high oven, and we've used it to tribble ores, which is a fantastic use for it. But this comes from Tinker's Steelworks, and one of the main reasons why we have this high oven is to make steel. So that's what we're going to play around with right now, is making some steel. To make it, you need iron with gunpowder, redstone, and sand as these things. I don't remember what they are. There's an oxidizer, a purifier, oxidizer, reducer, and purifier. So we need gunpowder as our oxidizer, redstone as our reducer, and sand as our purifier. And then if we stick some iron in here, that should make steel, hopefully. Let's see if it works. Come on. Steel. Yes, I saw it. There's a little thin layer on top there. Awesome. Steel. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Should I just make a whole... Should I make a whole stack of that stuff? Probably. So, let's see. We made 6. So let's just put another... all of that in there. There we go. Just make a whole stack of steel. Why not? The main reason why I want steel, I don't think that it actually has much of a use. Steel, we got steel block. We have this. Let's check out uses. Oh, you do need it for big reactors. So later on we'll have to make a bunch for that stuff. Yeah, it looks like big reactors uses it quite a bit. Steam turbine we don't really need. There's steel armor. Yeah, it looks like that's about it. So big reactors need steel. But the main reason why I want it now is to upgrade our tools. And actually, I might want to just make a new pickaxe. As much as I like this thing, I know that you can actually, or I'm pretty sure you can actually change out like parts of tools. We could try that out. If we put a pickaxe head in there, And then one thing I want to do is actually take a pipe. Let's see. We're going to have to actually, well, I guess we can just put this over here. One thing I want to do eventually is run a pipe from the deep tank to the smeltery. The reason for that is neither the high oven or the deep tank makes alloys, which is very nice when you're processing ores in high quantities. But if I want lots of Invar or Electrum, it might be nice to send it over to the smeltery, which does make alloys, and then it will mix together, and then I can grab it out of there. But for now, we don't need that. We need a table. So let's grab a table here. Maybe we'll just use one of these over here. Table. Do that. Let's disconnect that. Put a pickaxe head there. And then we'll choose steel. And we'll fill that up. And grab that. So I think, actually we might be able to do it in crafting window. I think if you just craft it together, yes. Yes, indeed. Reinforced 6, mining level diamond, skill level legend. So the nice thing about that is that you can keep the tools that you have and all the fancy additions that you have onto it. Oh, I don't have a shovel head made. I don't have a lot of stuff in here. I could switch out my lumber axe and my excavator. If we grab this and this, and I might even want to switch out the other parts, but the main part is the head, really. The rest just has to do with durability. We should have enough steel, right? It's down on the bottom. I think that's quite a bit of steel there. Yeah, looks like this all smelted, so we went through a stack. Oh, and I used up all the sand, but it didn't use up all the gunpowder and redstone. That's kind of weird. Let's grab that, and then let's fill up an axe head. So now if we do this, gives us a little bit faster, or not a little bit fast. Well, it might work a little bit faster. You know, diamond is faster than iron, so it should harvest things faster. Why doesn't that work? I'm not sure what's going on. Where's the lumber axe? I mean, it takes the steel broad axe head. It also has a plate and tough binding and tough rod. But I'm not sure why this wouldn't work. Like if we look at the excavator, that takes, you know, the shovel head or the excavator head, that, and that. So why don't these combine? That's what I'm wondering. Maybe, oh, I wonder if you have to level it up more. Like this one I'm only comfortable with. I haven't used the lumber axe very often. Whereas this one and this one I'm a legend with. So maybe, I don't have any other tools that aren't legends, so I can't really test that out. So maybe we can't upgrade that. Well, now that I upgraded my pickaxe, I can fix this. Stupid mistake. And we have some obsidian to make some more hardened glass. Now this thing will continue working the way that it is supposed to. Let's cover that up. And also, now that we have iron, I have made some compressed iron. And I've made some capacitors and transistors, and I have made some PCBs and a machine frame, which means that we can make a kinetic compressor. And we actually need to take that off because I need to make a redstone reception coil. Yes, that one. Compressed iron, machine frame, logic expansion card, hardened. What? No, that's right. Oh. Well then. I guess we won't be making a kinetic compressor this episode. We still have some stuff to do. And right now, I'm not quite set up to make... I mean, I could make this stuff. I could make... Dang it. Okay, let's do this. So, I pulverized some electrum now, and I have some redstone smelted up in the magma crucible. So now we have to put the destabilized redstone with the electrum. That creates our fluxed electrum blend. And I'll take those two. And then I also pulverized some coal. And I have some sulfur from sifting sand, I think. But you can also get this from pulverizing blaze rods. And I think very rarely you can get it from pulverizing coal. It's like maybe 10%. I suppose we can look at like the recipe. You can also get it from pulverizing netherrack. But yeah, coal 10%, blaze rods 50%. And then we need a couple of blaze powder and a couple of redstone. That'll give us some pyrotheum dust. Oh, and that makes 4 of it. So actually I have more than I need there. And this should actually be done. So now we stick this into the induction smelter. We just need 2 pyrotheum dust for 1 pyrotheum dust for 2 fluxed electrum blend. So that makes 2 of them, outputs it to here. And we need 1 more. Come on. There we go. Okay, so now it was like this, plastic. There we go. Much better. And now we can make this thing. Kinetic compressor. Let's go put this in place. Over here. So we are going to want... I'm going to have to do this quickly because air is going to escape once I connect this. But we'll do that, and then that, and that's not facing the right way, of course. Which is why I have the wrench. There we go. And there, now it's working. All right. Very cool, and the pressure's going to rise pretty quickly on there because it's connected pretty close to there. Awesome. So now we have 2 kinetic compressors working at the same time. And that was part of a quest that we had to do. So if we look through here, it was under pressure. That should be the last... Oh, we have to do more stuff on that. I knew it was too easy. So we need to make some advanced pressure tubes, which I think for that you need to put these pressure chamber walls in one of these. Let's take a look at that real quick. We're not going to do that today, but we can take a look at it. Yeah, and you need the laser program. Right now we have the drill program in here. Oh no, this is the laser program. So we can actually do it in this one. So we just have to, I think it's like 8 or 4 of them makes 8 advanced pressure tubes. But anyways, that is all we're going to do today. I hope you have enjoyed. Got some good Tinker's Construct stuff set up, and finally, we finally made a kinetic compressor, and we are able to make those. I still need 2 more so I can get 4 of them here, and I think that should be good enough because, I mean, I was just making a whole bunch of stuff in here. You know, I made a bunch of compressed iron and the capacitors and plastic, and I mean, the pressure dropped a little bit, but it didn't drop too much, so even these 2 are probably enough to keep up with how much I use this, but I'll add a couple more just in case we ever need some more pressure. So I hope you have enjoyed. I will see you next time. Goodbye, peoples.